Many people likely haven't considered that their usual, seemingly healthy oatmeal could be subtly harming their bodies. This food, often touted as an ideal breakfast rich in fiber and beneficial for cardiovascular health, can become a source of toxins if certain common mistakes are made, especially relevant for individuals over 60. From improper storage to potentially hazardous cooking methods, these missteps can subtly increase the likelihood of inflammation, intoxication, and even cancer. Despite individuals' desire to make conscious choices for their well-being, a lack of correct knowledge can lead to their morning routine working against them. Recognizing these errors will help keep oatmeal safe, nutritious, and truly valuable for health. Ultimately, just a simple change in approach to this dish can protect not only your morning meal, but also ensure long-term well-being. The first significant mistake is reheating leftover oatmeal. Many people view reheating oatmeal as an extremely convenient and completely harmless method. After all, it's a simple dish, typically made from basic whole ingredients like oats, water, and sometimes milk or sweetener. It's natural to assume reheating poses no significant dangers. However, this widespread habit can lead to unforeseen negative health consequences, especially if the oatmeal was stored improperly. Reheating oatmeal, particularly if it has been at room temperature for a long time or even in the refrigerator, can trigger the formation of harmful compounds. These compounds actively contribute to inflammation, increased oxidative stress, and digestive discomfort. In more serious or systematic cases, such effects can lead to cellular damage, potentially increasing the risk of chronic diseases over time. If oatmeal remains at room temperature or is stored in the refrigerator for an extended period, especially with perishable components like milk, cream, or sugar, it becomes an ideal environment for bacteria and other microorganisms to multiply. These conditions also significantly accelerate oxidation, a chemical reaction that inevitably deteriorates food quality. Reheating such compromised oatmeal, particularly using a high-powered microwave, can only exacerbate the problem by altering its molecular structure. One of the most serious dangers is the formation of advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These are harmful molecules that form when proteins or fats combine with sugars under high temperatures. AGEs are widely known for provoking inflammatory reactions, accelerating aging, and contributing to numerous chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. For older individuals whose bodies already show reduced efficiency in combating inflammation and oxidative stress, regular consumption of reheated oatmeal can act like a slow-burning fuse, subtly but steadily increasing their health risks. As a vivid example, consider Walter, a 76-year-old retiree who always prided himself on his frugality and careful attention to his health. Living alone, Walter had a habit of preparing a large batch of oatmeal every Monday, storing it in the refrigerator, and reheating it daily in the microwave. He sincerely believed this routine saved him time, money, and effort while providing a nutritious start to each day. However, over time, Walter began experiencing persistent digestive issues, including bloating, abdominal discomfort, and unexplained fatigue. The true cause remained unclear until a detailed discussion with his doctor revealed his regular habit of reheating oatmeal. After Walter switched to preparing fresh portions and stopped reheating leftovers, he noted a gradual but significant improvement. His energy levels stabilized and digestive discomfort disappeared, vividly demonstrating the significance of this seemingly minor dietary oversight. To protect your health while enjoying oatmeal, implement more sensible preparation and storage methods. To minimize risks from bacterial proliferation and unwanted chemical changes in oatmeal, strictly prepare only the amount you will consume in one sitting. This completely eliminates leftovers. If storage is necessary, immediately transfer it to an airtight container and refrigerate. This significantly slows bacterial growth and oxidation. If reheating is necessary, gently warm it on the stovetop over low heat, avoiding microwave use. Microwaves can unevenly overheat food, provoking the formation of advanced glycation end products, AGEs. An even better option is to forego reheating entirely in favor of cold preparation methods, such as overnight oats. Soaking oats in milk or yogurt in the refrigerator overnight not only eliminates the need for heat, but also significantly improves nutrient absorption while preserving their value. By implementing these seemingly minor adjustments, you can effectively protect your body from hidden toxins, maintain healthy digestion, and ensure your conscientious oatmeal choice truly aligns with your health goals. The second common mistake is adding excessive sugar to oatmeal. A small amount of sweetness might seem like a harmless way to make this healthy breakfast more appealing. A drizzle of honey, a pinch of brown sugar, or a bit of maple syrup can transform plain oats into a comforting treat. However, excessive sugar addition can completely negate all of oatmeal's health benefits, turning a nutritious dish into something much closer to a dessert. For people over 70, this habit can have particularly serious consequences, as high sugar consumption is directly associated with chronic inflammation, blood vessel damage, insulin resistance, and a significantly increased risk of type 2 diabetes and certain cancers, including pancreatic and colorectal. Oatmeal naturally contains complex carbohydrates, which are gradually broken down into glucose during digestion, providing a stable and sustained energy source. However, adding significant amounts of refined sugar or artificial sweeteners creates ideal conditions for a sharp and rapid spike in blood glucose levels. This sudden surge forces the pancreas to actively release a large amount of insulin to regulate blood sugar, placing significant strain on the entire body. Over time, frequent and sharp sugar spikes can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells become less responsive to insulin, paving a direct path to type 2 diabetes. Beyond the risk of diabetes, excessive sugar consumption actively contributes to oxidative stress, a process that generates free radicals and damages cells at a molecular level. This oxidative damage is closely linked to chronic inflammation, cardiovascular problems, and even cellular mutations, which can increase cancer risk. For older adults, whose bodies are already more vulnerable to these pathological processes, overloading oatmeal with sugar can subtly but steadily undermine their health with each morning serving. The frustration is that oatmeal is often chosen as a healthy breakfast, yet adding excessive sugar can completely sabotage these good intentions. Consider Gloria, a 72-year-old grandmother who started each day with a large bowl of oatmeal, generously sweetened with brown sugar and flavored coffee creamer. She genuinely believed she was making a heart-healthy choice, but by mid-morning, she constantly felt sluggish. Her doctor noted alarming trends in her blood sugar during routine checkups. Upon learning about the detrimental effects of added sugar, Gloria consciously reevaluated her diet. She replaced processed sweeteners with natural alternatives like sliced bananas, fresh berries, and a pinch of cinnamon. Within weeks, her energy levels became significantly more stable, and subsequent blood tests showed noticeable improvement in glucose control, highlighting the power of this simple yet effective change. To enjoy oatmeal without the health risks of excessive sugar, focus on natural, low-glycemic flavor enhancers. Fresh fruits like berries, sliced apples, or bananas add sweetness, fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Spices such as cinnamon, nutmeg, or vanilla extract enhance flavor without sharp blood sugar spikes. It is crucial to avoid pre-sweetened instant oatmeal packets, which often contain high amounts of added sugar, artificial flavors, and preservatives, substantially reducing nutritional value. If you desire a little sweetness, use a minimal amount of natural sweeteners like a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup, and always combine them with protein-rich additions like nuts or Greek yogurt. This helps slow sugar absorption and stabilize blood glucose. By making such conscious choices, you can not only preserve all of oatmeal's health benefits, but also maintain stable energy levels and effectively protect your long-term well-being. Mistake number 3 is cooking oatmeal at excessively high temperatures. The process might seem elementary. Bring water or milk to a boil, add oats, and simmer until creamy. However, many unintentionally reduce oats' nutritional value by exposing them to excessively high temperatures, whether on the stovetop or in the microwave. This common mistake often stems from a desire to save time by speeding up cooking. Unfortunately, this approach negatively affects oatmeal's texture and taste, significantly diminishes its health benefits, and can lead to unforeseen risks due to chemical changes in the oats caused by extreme heat. When oats are subjected to intense heat, such as high flame or full microwave power, especially with insufficient liquid, they undergo a chemical transformation known as the Maillard reaction. This reaction occurs when natural sugars and amino acids in oats interact at high temperatures, leading to characteristic browning and flavor development. While the Maillard reaction can enhance flavor, excessive heating can lead to the formation of advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds are linked to various health problems, including chronic inflammation, a known factor contributing to serious conditions like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer cell proliferation. Furthermore, AGEs can accelerate the degradation of collagen and elastin in the skin and joints, leading to premature aging, reduced skin elasticity, and joint stiffness over time. Even if oatmeal doesn't appear burnt or overcooked, preparing it at excessively high temperatures can still produce these invisible harmful compounds, undermining oats' heart-healthy properties, such as their high content of fiber, beta-glucans, and important nutrients like magnesium and iron. Consider the case of Ron, a 68-year-old retiree who prided himself on his efficient morning routine. For over a decade, Ron had been cooking oatmeal in the microwave, subjecting it to high power for less than 2 minutes to save time. He genuinely believed he was making a conscious health choice by starting his day with oats, a food known for its cholesterol-lowering fiber and high nutritional value. However, during a routine medical checkup, his doctor found elevated inflammation markers in his blood tests and early signs of joint stiffness. After discussing his diet, Ron's doctor suggested his high-temperature microwave cooking might be contributing to AG formation, potentially exacerbating his inflammation and joint issues. Following this advice, Ron switched to cooking oatmeal on the stovetop over low to medium heat, using enough liquid and stirring occasionally for even cooking. Within a few weeks, Ron noticed significant improvements. His oatmeal had a smoother, creamier texture and a richer, nuttier flavor, and his inflammation markers began to stabilize. His joint discomfort also lessened, allowing him to move more comfortably. This simple change transformed his morning oats into a truly nutritious meal that supported his long-term health and vitality. To avoid this common mistake, always cook oatmeal at a moderate, controlled temperature to preserve its nutritional value. When cooking on the stovetop, use low to medium heat and maintain an adequate liquid-to-oat ratio, typically 2:1 for rolled oats, e.g., 2 cups of water or milk per 1 cup of oats, and around 2.5:1 for steel-cut oats. Stir the oats occasionally to prevent sticking and ensure even heat distribution. If microwave convenience is preferred, reduce the power to 50 to 70% to avoid overheating and slightly increase cooking time for gradual cooking. Stir the oatmeal every 30 to 60 seconds to prevent clumping and ensure even cooking. For additional flavor and nutrition, consider adding ingredients like a pinch of salt or a little vanilla extract during cooking. These small adjustments will help avoid the formation of harmful compounds, maximizing oats' health benefits, ensuring breakfast remains a heart-healthy start to the day. Mistake number 4: sweetening oatmeal with artificial sweeteners. In an effort to make healthier dietary choices, many people opt to sweeten their oatmeal with artificial sweeteners like aspartame, saccharin, or sucralose. They mistakenly believe these calorie-free alternatives are a smarter choice than sugar for weight management or blood sugar control. While this decision may seem practical, especially for those carefully monitoring calorie intake or managing conditions like diabetes, regular use of artificial sweeteners in oatmeal can have unforeseen and very serious long-term health consequences. Unlike natural sweeteners, artificial sweeteners offer no nutritional value and can disrupt the body's natural processes, especially when combined with the warmth of freshly cooked oatmeal or the acidic environment of the digestive system. Latest research raises serious concerns about artificial sweeteners' impact on the gut microbiome, a complex community of beneficial bacteria critical for digestion, immune function, mental health, and overall well-being. Chemically different from natural sugars, artificial sweeteners can disrupt this delicate balance, reducing beneficial microbes and promoting less favorable ones. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, is directly linked to chronic inflammation, a condition associated with an increased risk of serious health problems, including cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and certain cancers. Furthermore, when artificial sweeteners are added to hot oatmeal or exposed to the stomach's acidic environment, they can break down into chemical byproducts that may pose additional health risks. Over years of consistent use, these compounds can accumulate, potentially contributing to long-term health issues difficult to trace to their source, leaving individuals unaware of the connection. Consider Linda, a 72-year-old grandmother who had carefully monitored her diet for years to stay healthy and active. For over a decade, Linda had sweetened her daily oatmeal with a packet of artificial sweetener, convinced that avoiding sugar was a conscious health decision. Despite her efforts, she began experiencing persistent bloating, irregular digestion, and unexplained fatigue. Routine blood tests revealed elevated inflammation markers, alarming her doctor. Concerned, Linda consulted a dietitian who suggested her reliance on artificial sweeteners might be disrupting her gut microbiome, contributing to inflammation and digestive issues. Following the dietitian's advice, Linda switched to natural sweeteners like a handful of fresh blueberries, a sliced banana, or a small amount of pure maple syrup. She also started adding a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg for extra flavor without calories. Within a few weeks, Linda noticed significant improvements. Her bloating and digestive discomfort decreased. Her energy levels stabilized, and subsequent blood tests showed a reduction in inflammation markers. Beyond the health benefits, Linda found her oatmeal tasted more vibrant and flavorful, enhancing her morning routine and reinforcing her commitment to whole, natural foods. To sweeten oatmeal without compromising health, choose natural alternatives that complement oats' nutritional profile and support the body's natural processes. Fresh or frozen berries, such as blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, add sweetness along with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber that promote heart and digestive health. Sliced bananas or mashed apples provide natural sugars and additional nutrients like potassium and vitamin C. For those who prefer a liquid sweetener, a small amount of pure honey or maple syrup, ideally no more than 1 to 2 teaspoons, can enhance flavor while offering micronutrients and antioxidants. Spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, or cardamom can enhance oatmeal's flavor without adding calories and possess anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties themselves. To further enrich your morning oatmeal, consider incorporating a tablespoon of ground flax seeds or chia seeds. These seeds are valuable sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which benefit cardiovascular health and contain essential fiber that promotes healthy digestion and overall well-being. Thus, by approaching oatmeal not just as breakfast, but as an opportunity to nourish your body with whole and highly nutritious ingredients, you can transform this humble dish into a powerful tool for maintaining optimal digestion, effectively reducing inflammatory processes, and promoting long-term well-being and vitality. The provided text has been fully translated. There is no further content to continue with. Предоставленный текст был полностью переведен. Дальнейшего содержимого для продолжения нет. Предоставленный текст был полностью переведен. Нет нового текста для продолжения перевода. The entire original text provided for translation has been processed. There is no remaining content to translate. The entire original text has been translated. There is no further content to continue with.